You mentioned that you were rapping before, so I've only really heard you singing. Did you at one point just kind of focus just on singing, leaving the rapping alone?
Not that I left it alone. I just got bored of it. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I like singing more. I've always enjoyed singing, and I like rapping, and I approach my songs like a rapper. Like, I write like a rapper. I think that's what has half my audience with me, is that my approach to the songs aren't sweetheart, baby, darling. It's like, what are you afraid of? And I sing like I'm rapping, like I'm talking to a guy, I just got bored of doing it the way I did it, and so I stopped. And then it became a thing of like, it's very hard to come to America and sell, sand to the beach. Everyone on the street corner and everyone in their auntie is a rapper. No matter how awesome you are a rapper, people appreciate me at home because of my viewpoint and because I'm a girl and I do it, and it's, and I rap as hard as the guys, but here it was like, oh, listen to your accent. Every turn. Oh, I don't care what you said. Look at her, listen to how she talks. And it was like, all right, this is getting boring. This part of defending UK rappers is getting boring. This part of explaining becoming a gimmick because I rap in my accent is getting boring, And everyone wants you to do it like Slick Rick did it. And meanwhile, that was 20 years, 10 years before I was born. That was like when I was a 5-year-old. So to me, it was like, nah, we don't sound like that much anymore. He's a god. He's absolutely the king, Slick Rick. But, we don't speak like that much anymore. And, the slang's changed. And the way we do it is different. The pace is different. To me, it was more like, it sounded more like Twister, and it sounded a bit more Spitfire and a little bit more energy filled, and a bit more twanged with reggae, where it was New York rap when I moved here, and when I started coming here, and down south was down south rap, and West Coast was West Coast rap, and there was no room for anything in between. Anything in between was a gimmick. But I still do it on my records, and I still do it at my shows. So, I do it when it makes sense for me, when it feels fun for me.
That's an interesting point because if you think about it, Slick Rick is probably the only UK rapper that's really gained real American acceptance, like kind of over a period of time. And he was actually living in America at the time. He had
exactly
British roots, but he was an American at that point.
Right. I think the time was different as well. Like the time and the energy of it was different. He came from a different breed when rap was just beginning, kind of thing. So anything could happen. Well, now, fast forward 20 odd years, and rap has its own viewpoint of what exactly what it is. And here I come trying to say, look, we rap over there too. We just don't do it in your accent because, you say it's about keeping it real. Well, this is real to us, our accent, So it gets boring after a while. And I think Americans are completely shut to hearing that point of view.